pace game. Kings got to go at a quick pace as Keon Ellis off to the races.
Schroeder stays on its feet, stays in front of Reeves.
Ready that first possession defensively. That should tell you a lot about what we're going to see tonight.
They try to run in for the steal. One of the league leaders a year ago in steals and deflections.
On the last possession.
His playmaking really took off in San Antonio about 4 seasons. Day night in Phoenix. Pocket pass to Ayton, one more. Hachimura cross court to Ellis. They run him off the three-point line. Sabonis had it back.
On the defensive end. They too trying to focus on improving on that end.
And 8 line by Gabe Vincent. Gets it back. Lets it flop. Seal the victory. Smart working against Levine. Good defense.
Pretty all the time. It's not what everyone's making highlight reels with.
Sabonis. Levine. Flying charter.
And that's what I'm talking about.
The defense gets it back. Good ball fake. Lobs it up to Ayton with the fit. Here's Marcus Smart. Quick hit ahead. Hachimura did his work early. Got this.
If you're Dennis, though, you got to kind of pull the chair out from underneath them. It's tough to. The way I would approach it is always they want contact. They're trying to seal you. So get the second Patriot.
Hachimura at the free throw line is 77% foul shooter. Schroeder rejects the screen. Pick and pop action by Sabonis.
Very skilled big, obviously. He likes to operate in around that low block. He'll step off.
57% from the field a season ago. 67% from the plays out tonight. Schroeder with a nice move, sprays it to Ellis. Catch and shoot. And 7 on the shot clock. Good show by
both of them fouls against a shooter. This would be a 3 kind of working himself into shape here a bit.
Not only that, Doug Christie telling me in our pregame, Schroeder around the screen, out to Ellis on the pick and pop. Keon Ellis, J. Redick. Schroeder back out to Levine, catch and shoot. There's Reeves being guarded by Ellis. Raised up.
Offensive player feels your hand on their arm when they're in that triple threat position.
A little bit shorthanded. We'll see how much run he gets here tonight, but
and absolutely on fire, particularly from the outside, which is great to see because the season.
Off the 77 action, Levine over Reeves.
Tough pass to make. Kings defensively need to have heads up, but then a Schroeder way deep in that paint.
Katie, this is Sacramento's first free throw attempt to the ball. Bunk out front. Drew Eubanks pivoting. DeAndre playing with a heavy heart tonight. Here's Reeves on the 3-on-2, lobs it up.
About 2 guys in Luka and LeBron that are great at getting to the free throw. Moss on the bench right now with 2 fouls as well.
Lakers going a little bit small. Pass into the corner. Cardwell couldn't get the handle. Off the turnover, Laker basketball. Needs to get the steal. Levine, one more to the corner. Monk. Quick shoots it for the layup. Boy, Dennis Schroeder so way for Los Angeles. And Vanderbilt with the steal. 2-on-1. Hachimura took it right back from Vanderbilt, who commits the foul on Monk. So Westbrook to DeRozan. Over Reeves. Reeves thinks he's got a little bit of food there. Good defense by Sarge on the kickout.
Getting himself going a little bit offensively. He's been playmaking a lot, and that's starting. Just a little bit of drool starts coming out the side of his mouth. He knows he can gain an advantage. How he can play the way he does. Without it,
trying to walk down Marcus Smart. A staunch defender got to his spot. Loosely tied. Doesn't tie them all.
I mean, that's how I tie the shoes.
DeRozan's going to bring it across. He's made the last 3 buckets in a row. Bucket 12, plenty of time. Westbrook against Vincent. Lacerate
against Utah, played in the first one against Phoenix. He knows how to make his presence felt. 2-3 zone defense.
They hit the soft spot at the elbow, and DeRozan on Smart. 10 on the shot clock. They empty out the side.
But, you know, for most people that are humans, you know, by the time you reach.
He says, Amin Thompson, of course, his Rocket teammate, said LeBron James down for the final shot. 3 on the clock. They got to get busy. Schroeder for 3. Run and an advantage in bench points. Keon Ellis has checked back. Sideline out of bounds. Monk out top. Off the Sabonis screen. 50 good hands by Sabonis, knocked it away. Gets on the deck, out to Ellis. 2-on-1, the lob.
Just not having enough time with each other on the floor, not being familiar with each other, especially not with this group of guys.
Ayton has Sabonis pinned, turns around.
They're sending doubles his way.
Into the corner, Westbrook. He shot it by Sacramento, partial block. Westbrook on the move, pop clutch. And there's a lot of contact. That foul is going to go.
Feel for the game. He saw Jake LaRavia and said, I think I can get a little sauce on this.
Here's the foul on Ellis, and that's going to be, as you mentioned, his third foul of the quarter. Here's DeRozan against Rui Hachimura. They empty out the side.
Now Rui, and it's been the same result, no matter who they're throwing his way.
Ayton out top, hands it off to Vincent. Monk with a late kick. It rolls to Sabonis. Back out to DeRozan. No double team. Sabonis has him one-on-one. Connect from deep. Sabonis, everything but the bucket. Here's DeRozan from the corner.
Game, and he said, one of the things I appreciate about him is I didn't realize he has a smile on his face all the time. You feel the energy before you see him.
DeRozan brings it across. Reeves so far with 7 points. Smart from the wing.
Back to about the 2:45 mark of the first quarter. So for the Lakers, I mean, I think Jake LaRavia is considered the center.
Levine. Westbrook kept it alive to Schroeder. Westbrook in the corner, made the left. Reeves inside with a good roll. Schroeder cross court. One more DeRozan from the by connect. Here's LaRavia. Finds connected the other end. Register a field goal. Of course, he sat a lot with the 2 fouls early. DeRozan with a quick snap drive.
This game, Kings overall just 5 in this first half compared to 14 for the Lakers.
Back to Sabonis. That's the soft spot in the zone a lot of times. That free throw. Reeves draws the
to break their defense and get in the paint and get to the cup. And he's doing a much better job.
Couple runs on the trail there.
Beautiful, yeah.
Getting a few miles every day. Good defense by Schroeder to stay on the ground. And that's going to be a reset. Levine advocate for his signing. And here's one of those guys, Levine. Monk in the corner. Oh, they hit the snooze. That's going to be a foul on Monk.
Love the attempt. Malik's making his point. I think there is a lot of contact.
Reeves at the free throw line. I mentioned it earlier. He's come a long way since.
I'm confused.
Big boom box. Schroeder on the blow by.
It really does. I mean, it reminds me of in this building, the Summer League, when Austin Reeves.
Schroeder. Off the shake out of the corner. Monk got into the paint. Defensive foul against the Lakers.
And this is what Malik.
And another Sacramento turnover.
Yeah, and that'll get cleaned up. They're tucking that ball in, and it's Cardwell that gives the hard foul.
But if you're J.J. Redick, you have to be pleased with the effort of your squad so far. Without in the ball game, Westbrook comes out of the ball game. In the backcourt now, it'll be Monk.
I believe they're going to get that on Jake LaRavia. Stepping up, trying.
Snakes the screen. Missed the layup. Wow, and they get the switch to Monk on Reeves. Pocket pass, Ayton, downhill.
Adjust your angle defending the screen and make a big difference.
That's the 11th lead on the wing. Rosen stares down Hachimura. Schroeder over Ayton. Trying to stick with Reeves. They were looking for the switch. DeRozan did, but we have a whistle. Christie looking to probably plug a few holes.
Out of the scoring has been points in the paint as the Kings come up with it.
2-on-1. Levine on the world and the pull. And that's going to do it for the first half.
Minutes.
Levine still managed to score 13 points on a very efficient 15.
And
off the turnover. Ayton running the floor, outruns.
Taking care of the ball.
DeRozan off the DHO. Got a clean look. There's DeRozan. Passes that one up for Schroeder. Oh, mismatch. Hachimura on Ellis. Oh, got into the lane and drew the foul. Hachimura at the free throw line is 77% foul shooter a season.
Become an elite defender without having some games where the whistle just seems to be
Probing the paint, pulls it back out, 7 on the shot clock. Stares down Smart on the run out, Sabonis. Out to Monk.
in transition, step up, and Dennis Schroeder going to get called for that foul.
Save money by starting at a California community college and transferring to a guaranteed.
And Lakers up by 5 after the foul shots. Rosen spits it out to Levine, relocates for the third. Mismatch here against Hachimura. Hachimura walks him down.
We got Gabe Vincent holding his ankle down underneath the basket.
Reeves throws to be reevaluated in a week. And that's where it happened. Holding his
twisted
my bad. My bad. Right City. Where's
Ole. Yeah. Hey, no, there's
I think you in the league. Come on now. Very games offensively for longer stretches of time. Quote, go-to moves, but it was more of a mental focus of being able to stay in.
The Kings able to get away with a stop.
Levine.
The challenge, right, is to learn how to work through that and still have an advantage.
Zach Levine's mom and dad. His dad played in the NFL. They came to watch for the playoffs.
I bet they see the grandbabies, though, right?
Zach on a heater.
And they're going to keep focusing on Zach here in the third.
Smart and
Tonight proves that wrong.
the longer you do.
That's a huge gap and disparity in this game as Zach Levine's going to angle shows where that foul was called, and Cardwell is waiting to come in. When you get a guy like Domas in foul trouble, who's so important, the fact that Doug's not.
This offense is still a little bit work in progress, run by Coach Miller.
During training camp and preseason, that he really wanted to use.
Got the pocket pass, bullies his way inside, missed twice.
That pocket pass.
Cardwell rubbed Doug's head for good luck. What was that? Levine trying to get around that screen. Reeves got into the lane, and Reeves.
This is what I always do when I'm coaching younger kids. How your feet are with your ball fake on those up fakes. It's just by looking at the hips and the feet.
Looks like they're hunting Reeves at the defensive end. Westbrook deferred, and then Reeves
came in that left corner and one on that left wing.
Levine lost the hand. Out to the wing. Monk made the last 3.
Malik coming up big on that shot.
Reeves inside, spits it out to Manning. Russell Westbrook will bring it across for Sacramento. 1 on the shot clock. Cardwell. Schroeder's played 26 minutes so far through 3 quarters.
You know what I'm saying?
Westbrook. Blows.
I mean, that because he's always been that way. How is it still so effective? He deserves it. I mean, he's been working hard both ends of the floor. More playing time. And the way to do that, especially when you're a guy like this, you just got to let it go and move on to the next. Vilmos sidelined right now, just 18 and a half minutes of action.
Out top against LaRavia, former teammate Monk is on a little bit of a heater.
So he was yelling at the official to come on, call the foul, and this is just going to be
with 14. Lee coming off the bench again tonight. Mark Jones, Katie Christensen on the call here tonight. Vanderbilt all the way 4-point lead now. Pardon me, down by 4. DeRozan from back out to Reeves, lines up a logo
tonight.
And a steal. Reeves DeRozan stares down Reeves. For the Lakers. Carter on the move. They got a 3-on-2. Devin Carter with the sidestep. On the bounce, going to a strong hand and top.
I think that's a good call. I think that's a foul.
Offensive foul, but
when they've got this smaller lineup on the floor.
Sidestep jumper by DeRozan comes off.